So what's up, everybody? I know, of course, here I am again, one and only Dark Joker speaking. And yeah, this is the Harley Quinn podcast. But unfortunately, Miss Quinn is kind of under the weather right now, and she ain't feeling too good. So I decided to commandeer the podcast for two reasons. One, because today is my birthday, and it's a very special day of days. But like so many things, people's going to take my birthday and twist it around. So let me clarify something right now. 3 days ago, I had put in emphasis about a certain individual's information. Now, I just looked up and researched the past few comments, and apparently, this individual goes by the Juggalo Tribal Chief because he sent a comment to me saying, best thing you do is keep my name out your mouth and meet me at the gathering. Well, here's the thing. The last official gathering I went to was back in 2009. Before all the drugs were illegally smuggled in and people were dying at the gathering and shit. And for this individual to come out and say this, yeah, exactly. Like my woman said, it seems like it's the person of interest. And all I gotta say to that is this, and I will say it with the utmost discretion. As far as the gathering is concerned, I can honor the gathering my own way. Because as far as I'm concerned, the gathering ain't what it used to be. Not since C-17 took it over and ran with it like wildfire. Ever since Violent J and Shaggy kind of turned the crown over to Ouija Mac and to the Thuggalos, the gathering to me ain't what it used to be. I will still pay respect and homage to the gathering in my own way, like I've been doing. But as far as I'm concerned, for somebody to try to call me out to go to the gathering, here's a problem with that. And I'm not saying this in any humorous fashion or function, but the last time I blooped on somebody was back in 2006. And let's just say they didn't get up and walk. They had 3 broken ribs, 1 broken arm, 1 shattered jaw, 1 splattered eye, and they couldn't. Now, bear in mind, that was a long time ago. That was history, long said in my recording. So for someone to come to me and say what they said, why is it got to be at the gathering? Why couldn't it be here in this territory? Because as a rule, I have a certain thing that I say, and I use this most discriminatorily, that I don't go to bitches. I got bitches come to me. So this is my shout out to the individual whose name I will not say, but be it as it may, permitted that if this person wants to feel froggy, leap, come to me, and we'll settle it straight on. Because I've got no problem making you infamous. None. Because you're nothing more to me but a stepping stone on a long road well traveled. Period. So that's enough of that bullshit. So anyway, as for my day today, be it it is my special day, I only get it once a year. And yeah, I'm sitting back. I'm kicking on the alcohol. and I probably will play my game after this. Who knows? But the generalization realization is this. I find it fascinating that another juggler who I am going to look up on my phone because I now subscribe to this cat. And yeah, you see the hatchet man that shows my realization right there, bitches. That another ninja happened to be on YouTube some time ago, and his name is Silver Stalker. And Silver Stalker put Snuff the Juff on blast. He called him out. And I knew sooner or later this would happen. That another ninja called out Snuff the Juff. And he has his own channel. And like me, he calls a spade a spade. Because he ain't going to deal with such ignorance, such stupidity in every shape, form, and fashion. Because this channel is run, Snuff the Juff is run by Nico Costa and some dude named Bobby. Last name, we don't know, but we'll eventually find out. We'll leave it like that. And it's kind of crazy that all this publicity, all this bullshit hype that this channel does to make a name for themselves. My problem with this channel is this. There's so many strikes against this channel. Number one, where other Juggalo podcasts show their faces, like Bash, he shows himself. Barter House shows himself. Thuggalo Show shows themselves. Humble Monk shows himself. And Juggalo Collectibles shows himself. This is the only channel that you will never see Nico Costa's face or Bobby. They hide behind images. They hide behind a facade. They live a fucking lie because they want to use propaganda to bring every other person down to a certain criterion. See where I'm coming from? And when it comes down to it, that negativity will eventually come back and bite them in the ass. That goes without saying. That goes without malice. Now, as I said 3 days ago, that an individual, Sherry Jackson, who 2 months ago from that time frame mentioned my name and mentioned my history, which shows me the lack of disrespect for this right here. Because I'm sorry, people can say what they want. They can defend this bitch for all the fuck in the world, but they do not truly know her like I do. As I have stated multiple times in the past, this woman has been banned on multiple Facebook Juggalo groups for accusations and slander. But here's the contradictive part that I want to know. That Nico Costa, who I used to talk to, not even last week, denied the fact that he was a part of the whole Snuff the Juff. But yet he sends me a text message telling me that, quote unquote, at the time that Bash and Flipsy is blasting on me, so he was snitching. And that's one thing that us ninjas don't tolerate. We don't tolerate snitches. And the whole thing is this, and let me tell y'all something about this, okay? And this is some food for thought. This is some diehard realization. There are those out there that use their disability as a crutch. And for individuals to defend these people who barely say, oh, this is my sister, Sherry Jackson. At one time, I was like these individuals. But eventually, with time, a chameleon will show their true colors. Permitted. And I had witnessed this myself firsthand. It goes without saying. But when it comes down to me hating on motherfuckers, I go out full blast. I don't give a fuck. People can say what the fuck they want about me and how they feel about me. And as for those out there that want to mention me on podcasts and bring out the negative side, to all those out there whose names I will not say, y'all could take a sugar-coated frosted fuck on the end of my dick. I don't care. Because I've got real motherfuckers out there that know my history, know my way of life, and that will defend my honor straight up and straightforward. Because if you got a problem with one family member, you got a problem with the whole family. Period. Now I know that's a mighty big pill for some negative motherfuckers to swallow. I don't care. Since I have done this and established this, I have not said nothing, not one thing about no other podcast, no other streaming channel. But I will make this come to light. Period. And I also know there's been all types of views. Oh fuck, Joker is on fucking Harley Quinn podcast. So fucking what? What's it to you? That's the way I stand on that. And you will be seeing a lot more of me on her podcast. And we will be talking about some real talk shit. Now, to answer some motherfuckers' questions, and I have said this, and I hate repeating myself. I do not no longer own my own channel. If I did, wouldn't you think I'd be putting shit on there by now? Wouldn't you think I'd be putting hella videos and streams on there? Think, for all you dumb motherfuckers that don't realize that. Y'all are some, to the stupid motherfuckers, y'all are some ebonic, retarded, moronic, pathetic, sad, no life motherfuckers. If I were to have my own channel back, my own streaming channel, because I know motherfuckers will find out. But maybe then again, would you? Because I know how to switch my shit around. That channel that says Red Skull, that don't belong to me. That belongs to a whole different ninja. A whole different one. He got the motherfucker lock, stock, and barrel. My new channel that I'm going to do, because I'm going to be cautious about this one that I've got planned. It's blueprinted, it's DNA'd, it's in stone. If people got a problem with that, because my new channel is going to be dedicated to gaming, Grand Theft Auto, Dragon Ball Z, Injustice 2, later on Street Fighter. I think I'm on Street Fighter 6. I'm doing Assassin's Creed streams. I'm doing Ninja Turtle streams. I'm doing all these different gaming streams. And yeah, I might pop in once in a while. I might speak my mind on different things. So be it. But the furthest thing that I'm going to be focusing on is other bullshit podcasts. Because unlike them, I've learned to move on and survey what real motherfuckers really want to see, which is gaming streams, because I am well known in the PlayStation community, straightforward, and they're like, hey man, you need to do this stream. Hey man, you need to do that stream. That'd be really cool. Or maybe a how-to to do this or that. This is what I've been approached with. And as soon as next week, next fucking Wednesday, when I get access to doing that again, promise you, you will be seeing on my new channel all these different gaming streams. Now, don't get it twisted. Like I said, I'll be on this podcast with her and we will talk about real shit. And of course, you know, with everything you turn around, there will be some negative motherfuckers. Like I know right now, there's one motherfucker right now watching me. And I already got a hunch, I think it is. It's probably either Nico or Flipsy in this or that. Don't worry, I'm not talking about you. Your ears are not on fire. I ain't talking about y'all. Don't feel special in this or that. Please forgive, there's a dumb dog in the background. But what I'm telling you is this. Y'all could accept it or deny it. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm going back into my old ways. That zero tolerance bullshit when it comes to self-indulging, ignorant motherfuckers. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing now for 50 fucking years. I'm going to keep doing me. And giving the people what they want. If they want to see an Assassin's Creed podcast, so be it. If they want to see an Injustice 2 or GTA 5, I would love to find a way to do a Spider-Man 2 one. It's in the works. I can definitely do a Batman. Hell, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 short videos that I can do on the stream, which I can throw smart ass comments along the way. That's what makes it different, makes it unique. Yeah, I realize I have 6 games right now at my disposal. I've got Dynasty Warriors 9, I've got Dragon Ball Z Fighter, Streets of Rage 4, Batman Arkham Knight, Injustice 2 Legendary Edition, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate Edition, and GTA 5. Those are real discs. Then I have Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. So technically, that's 7 games. And I can digitally download some more without no reprehension. None. That's what I've been focusing on. That's what I want to do. And like I said, I might pop on my own channel and say something to whatnot. But to answer the hidden question that some people out there want to chime in and say, oh, this negative childish bullshit. Do you actually think I give 2 fucks about what any of you bastards think about me or feel about me? Do you all realize I don't give 2 fucks about that? Seriously, I don't. Let me put it to you this way. Let me put this to you in hood terms. Are any of you putting shoes on my feet? No. Are any of you putting clothes on my back? No. Are any of you putting food in my stomach? No. Are any of you putting knowledge in my brain? No. Are any of you sucking and fucking me? No. So guess what? Your opinion matters little. It don't matter. Opinions are like assholes, and everybody's got one. And as my woman just said, me and her, especially me, I've got far more better things to focus on, to hone in on. I've got goals I need to accomplish, which will be accomplished. And when that happens, oh baby, automatic. Not that you motherfuckers out there care, because I know y'all don't. Y'all want to make fun and tease and be like little kids and make fun of me and this or that. And to this I say, y'all some sad motherfuckers if you do that shit. Straight on. Straight on. Excuse me. But as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to that type of genre, is what it is. I'm done having to testify myself, to put myself out there to make you motherfuckers feel a certain type of way, because my best is not good enough. So guess what? Fuck y'all. All you negative motherfuckers out there. All y'all. And I'm so tempted to say names, but you know what? I'm a better man. I won't. But you know who the fuck you are. Period. Y'all can live your little Final Fantasy podcast bullshit, insignificant little fucking lives and talk about things that people don't really give two fucks about. But at the end of the night, can you say to yourself, when you lay down your head at night, are you satisfied with who the fuck you are as a man, as a person, as a human fucking being? Can you motherfucker say that shit? Honestly, I kind of highly doubt it. And like I said, I know this will get all types of feedback and all types of scrutiny. But you know what? Y'all are entitled to do that shit. Y'all can comment until the end of the world comes into being. But at the end of the night, in the day, that's all it is. It's a comment. It's your own little negative food for thought. Realize how many comments I laugh at seeing this shit? Seriously? I mean, grow up, bruh. Seriously. If I can make fun of myself, I can make fun of anybody. I've been saying that shit since day goddamn one. And tell you what, because I'm feeling a certain type of way right now, y'all motherfuckers can hate me. But as far as Sherry Jackson is, I don't care if that bitch sees this video or fuck it. Nah, she can take the shit from off at the tip of my goddamn dick. I don't care what the fucking whore says. I don't. But we know other motherfuckers will defend her. I mean, and let's be honest. Let's go back to the old Juggalo code from a long time ago. And yes, there was an old Juggalo code. The only reason why most juggalos would defend a juggalette when it comes to that, either is that one, they want to be their friend, or two, they want to fuck. That's the old code from back in the 90s, early 2000s. And I know that code also fucking well. And don't tell me you motherfuckers said there ain't no code, because I know better. I know better. So be it as it may, I'm going to finalize it like this. Y'all can take this pill and swallow it. If you can't swallow it, stick it up your ass. Because as far as I'm concerned, is this. I am who I am. I am the one and the only Dark Joker. That shit will never change. I done told my history. And I'm not going to do it again. I'm with a grown-ass woman who's about to be 33 years old next month, which is next week. So y'all can throw up propaganda, all this negative Nancy bullshit, all this sad, sorry, titty baby bullshit. I don't care anymore. Because I know that I will come out on top on this. And I noticed that one viewer just went back to 0. So apparently I touched the core with this motherfucker. But still, I have better things to do with my life. And this woman over here has way better things to do with her life. She rocks the hatchet girl, I rock the hatchet man. And I'm sorry if you motherfuckers want to say, well, why don't you come together and we'll settle it? Like I said, I don't go to bitches. I got bitches come to me. So acknowledge that, horse. And technically speaking, this individual is no tribal chief. Ain't never been. That nigga wouldn't even know what the term tribal means. But I am the head of my Juggalo tribal table, and they know it, and they respect it. So with that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave with one final thought for y'all for future reference. Because bear in mind, like I said, this is the first and only female podcast. You know what? Tell you what, we'll do you one better. Since I'm on live, we're going to survey the other channels. Because I feel a certain time. And the first channel we're going to focus on is by far the most controversial. You guessed it, Snuff the Juff. Because I'm on my YouTube channel right now. We're going to see if they've talked about me since then. These no life pieces of shit. And that's the beautiful thing about YouTube, because you can find out anything and everything. So apparently, once again, 5 days ago, I supposedly collapsed back at Spread the Dead Flipsy. And again, I'm going to innuate. I have said nothing about Flipsy. Me and him came to this agreement and we shut it down. Now, this was a 10-minute, 33-second boo-ha-ha. So let's go to the other channel. Because I know there will be repercussions off of this per se. See, y'all don't think I don't pay attention to this shit. So I'm on a certain channel, and in nowhere near am I ever mentioned, except for 11 days ago. All right. So now we're going to go to another channel because I am curious. And note, I will not say the name of these channels out of respect for the individuals. Okay, so now I'm on this other secondary channel. And again, I am not mentioned on this channel. So we're going to finalize it real quick because I ain't been on their channel in the moment. So, and let me go to it. So, they have not shown nothing, which again proves to me Hold on. Which proves to me, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that these channels have far better things to do with their time. And now I've got two motherfuckers watching me. But in a nutshell, what I'm saying to you is this. Because like I said earlier, and I'm going to say this again. I could give two fucks what another motherfucker says about me, feels about me, in any shape, form, and fashion. Zero. Zero fucks. And people will talk shit about me. They always have, always shall. But the problem that people fail to realize is I bring the real. I bring the realization to anything and everything. And that's what fucks motherfuckers up. Period. Because they cannot stomach that. Like right now. To the two motherfuckers right now that's watching this podcast, I want you to say something to me in the comments. I really want you to. I'm calling you out. I'm calling to pull y'all's hoe card. Literally. Say something in the comments. You're more than welcome to. No, they're not worthy of video. They're not going to waste my camera time. Fuck all that. There's something to get my attention. Angry man. I want to see if any of you motherfuckers gonna say something. Not you will, because y'all won't. You wait till the video is over. Right now, I'm angry man. If you don't believe me, there he is. I know y'all can't see it too well. That's the angry man. And I kind of peer in on him once in a great while. Just see what kind of smack this nigga has been talking about. But I'm gonna do myself a service. I'm gonna go ahead and it went down to one. Went down to one person. Apparently, that one person didn't want to comment, so they did a bitch mode. I'm gonna say this right now because me and her, we're gonna develop this new policy on our podcast, on her podcast, I should say, effective immediately. Because we're gonna do a lot longer live streams. As soon as she gets her new phone that I got for her on her birthday, bad motherfucker. Samsung Galaxy S22, bad motherfucker. We're gonna go live on certain time frames to test the water to see where people feel on. And we want people to comment on the comment section below to say how they feel. And if they want to stay scared and wait till the podcast is over to comment, then we're going to call them out on future podcasts. We're going to call them out by name and what they represent, and we're going to read their comments in every shape, form, and fashion. We're going to call them out all the way live. So bear in mind, when that time comes, brace yourselves. Because this woman here is 100% unfiltered, just like yours truly. Because she ain't afraid to express herself. She ain't. And now, as I know, we went from one, we jumped up to three. So I will say this again. Anybody who is active right now watching this podcast, say something in the comments. It's 9:47 p.m. and I will wait till 9:50. That will give you 3 minutes to think of something to come up with, something, anything. And if any of you all do not comment on this, that shows me what type of individuals you truly are. Don't write checks with your mouth that your asses can't cash. Straightforward. Like she just said, choose your words wisely. Because then you'll hear her mouth. And I can't stop her from being her. I can't. I won't. We offered the golden Willy Wonka ticket. So let's see what you do with it. 2 minutes remain. Now I know y'all probably saying to yourself, why is Dark Joker doing this? To prove a fucking point. So 1 minute remains. Less than a minute remains. So whatever you choose to say, choose it wisely. Because it is her channel. It's not mine, it's hers. And when I sit here and I'm looking at Angry Man right now, I'm like, oh, dude, I can't wait to fuck what this nigga's talking about. So someone named James Hartley said, how is it going, my man? I am a big fan. Can't wait for the game version of your channel. Hopefully you will do Nintendo games as well. Well, here's the problem with that, brother. I can't do Nintendo games. I can only do PlayStation, at least for right now. But when I go to do Nintendo games, I will do like Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, and that kind of thing. But I have to find a loophole because once I get another Switch and I will sync it up to my YouTube channel, believe me, I will go ahead and I will show, like I said, Donkey Kong, Mario. Those are the two most popular motherfuckers right now. Is the two main ones. So, but right now, my gaming stream will show like Grand Theft Auto, uh, Dragon Ball Z, Injustice, Mortal Kombat. I might work on doing a Tekken 7 one. The goal is I would love to get Negan from Walking Dead because Negan was a special DLC character in the whole Tekken 7 universe. And I might do a whole channel to the, like, say, a Walking Dead what if? What if Negan ran the Tekken 7 universe? Because let's face it, we all love Negan. You know, Mr. White Boy with a baseball bat, you know, little pig, let me in, and this or that. But, and you know what? Speaking of Negan, because PlayStation does have these exclusives, there is two games of Walking Dead. One of which is Daryl Dixon, because Daryl Dixon did a PlayStation 3 cover where it was his story that talks about what if Daryl ran through the whole story franchise, and that's how he came across his legendary crossbow and bat and shit and whatever. So I might do one of Daryl Dixon. And I know, of course, you know, they've got The Walking Dead, you know, season 1, season 2. But I was also seriously thinking about this is sometime in the future. I was thinking about doing a Resident Evil stream. Start off with Resident Evil, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Now, bear in mind that the Resident Evil franchises are all remakes. They're not originals because obviously I can't get a hold of the original Resident Evil 2, 3 because they're PlayStation 1s. Resident Evil 4 was PlayStation 2. Resident Evil 5 was PlayStation 3. So I might do a Resident Evil stream just for the sake of argument. But this is what I'm talking about on my own channel, was to do that particular stream. But I will tell you this, and it's going to be a long time. People know this when it comes to Assassin's Creed. There's like, what, 8 Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3. You've got the Assassin's Creed in London. You've got Assassin's Creed China. Let's see. You've got Assassin's Creed in the Greek version, and then you've got like different ones, and then the most recent one, which is Assassin's Creed, the one which takes place in Egypt, the most recent one. So we're talking about 8, maybe 9 Assassin's Creeds, straight up and straightforward. But when it comes to fighting games, see, but I'm a fighter in my fighting realm. And I do focus on, like, say, for example, like I said, Dragon Ball Z, Injustice. And you know what? Just to give you all a tease, I will find a way to do Injustice 1 and Injustice 2. But as for Mortal Kombat, okay, here's the problem with that, because thank you, by the way, for the happy birthday, James. I appreciate that. But as for the whole Mortal Kombat, that one's a little tricky, because if I can get lucky at Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and then find a loophole to get Mortal Kombat 1 and do a stream of that, which kind of fucks me up, because anyone knows Mortal Kombat 11 or Ultimate 11 was the last in the Mortal Kombat franchise. It was kind of like a prelude to what leads into Mortal Kombat 1 commonality. So, but when it comes to, like, say, Dragon Ball Z Fighter, okay, spoiler alert, there is a second Dragon Ball Z Fighter 2 getting ready to come out sometime next year. And trust me, when it does, yours truly will be the first to get their hands on a copy of that shit, and I will go through the story mode like I will in Dragon Ball Z Fighter, because there's 3 arcs. You've got the whole Goku story, then you've got the Android story, which was Android 17 and 18 that has 16 in it, and then you've got, which is called the Android 20, which is the one which is her, and she becomes corrupt and all the other fancy farm shit. But when it comes to racing games, that's another thing I'm working. I'm working on the Need for Speed franchise. I want to bring back Need for Speed Underground, Underground 2, and Most Wanted, Need for Speed The Run, and different other racing games, because I want to fit all these different genres onto my channel, if you will. Now, I know there has been talk about, well, what if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out? As far as I know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is not slated to come out until sometime until 2024. Because there's all kind of rumors on that. Oh, it's supposed to come out by the end of this year or the first part of 2024. Unless Rockstar permits that information and gives their own, teaser of a trailer, if you will. I'm not going to believe the hype that I see on Facebook or on YouTube, because unless it says Rockstar Games promotes Grand Theft Auto 6, I'm not going to believe, literally. But there is another series I'm working on too, and that's the whole Batman franchise. Because there is, and it came out on PlayStation 4, and that's the Batman Arkham series. And I want to work on Batman Arkham Asylum, I think it's Arkham City, and then Arkham Knight. Although Batman Arkham Origins is a part of it, know what I mean? Unless I can find a digital copy of Origins, then I will do the video then. But until then, it's up in the air. But like I said, all my streams are going to be video game based. And James, if you're interested, you can check onto my channel. I will let people know in advance what my channel is on this podcast. So, because I will be honest, there will be those that will be too curious for their own good. So, with that said and done, because now that I realize there is no people watching, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my birthday. Per minute, like I said, James, thank you for the shout out. And with that said and done, this is yours truly, the one and the only Dark Joker speaking, saying be real, be true to yourself, be real to others, because if you're not real to others, you're not real to yourself. And I am Audi 5000. And I look forward to talking to you all again here again soon. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week and the first of the month, because it's payday for us motherfuckers, because we some broke motherfuckers. So with that said and done, talk to y'all later.